Today we're doing a quick rundown on the date codes for muscle car era fan clutches. Now there were three main manufacturers of these. This one is the Schweizer, and then these are Delco and Eaton. You can see the Delco and the Eaton are pretty much copies of each other, but they were just made at different plants, and so they do have different date codes. So I'll start with the Schweizer. These have the code stamped in the edge, so I'll turn that around. If it'll focus, you see 2/16 of 70. Barely catch that there on the edge. So this is middle of February of 1970. So any of your parts were manufactured several months before the actual vehicles. So build date on that car probably would have been early spring. These are the Eatons. Now these have a ink stamp on the front. This particular one is L31I. Now, I's are very uncommonly used in automobile numbering and nomenclature systems. For example, there are never I's in serial numbers or VINs, and obviously that is because they are too easily confused with ones. But on these dates for the fan clutches, they are used. And so you can see there the one has the little tail at the top and the I does not. So L is the month. So 1 through 12th letters, that puts it as December. 31st is the last day. And then I in that chart. So I got a little note here. 64 is E, F, G, H, I, all the way down. So this clutch was manufactured on the very last day of 1968. So that would put it for a 1969 model year car. You'll also notice the PH and the BC, the CK, the PC. Those are broadcast codes, and that just basically is on the build sheet. Each specific engine would have that broadcast code to let the guys know when they were building the cars on the assembly line which fan clutch to grab. So each of the first letters correspond to the division. So P is Pontiac, your C is Chevrolet, P again there is Pontiac, and then this is a Buick. So for your Delco date codes, they actually put them on the backs. So this is the 287th day of 69, which I believe is sometime about the middle of October. So that makes that correct date for a 70 model year car. These other two, this is the 267th day of 69, which I looked that one up. It is September 24th. So that one also would be correct to a 70 build date car. And then this one you can see 01270. So that's the 12th of January for 70. And that would be correct to a 1970 model year car. So again, as I was saying, the Eaton and the Delco are pretty much a copy of each other, obviously built at different plants. And your Delco ones have that stamped, and the Eaton ones do not. So that's another easy way to distinguish them. But there's your date codes. Delco on the back of the flange, Schweizer on the edge, and then your Eaton are ink stamped on the front. So for anybody building a muscle car and you want to make it numbers correct and go by the dates, that's how, when you're looking at a swap meet or a junkyard or maybe individuals that are selling parts on a forum that you can check and make sure you're getting what's going to be the proper match for your car.